Hey, yo, this is your boy Post. You're now tuned in to hoodactionnews.com. So I got a couple stories for you on Friday coming up here. Now, these stories that I have tonight are going to be, as always, very super diabolical. We cannot run from it. So on my thumbnail, there's some serious stuff going on in Houston, as you can see. Serious, serious stuff going on in Houston. Now, let's see. Let's jump right into it. So now in Houston, there's been so it goes on and on and on, but there's been several bodies found near the bayous of Houston. So several bodies found near the lakes, bayous. I'm in Philadelphia. We don't call them bayous, but this is in Houston. So they call in like the little body of water bayous. Down by the bayou. Sounds like a book, right? Now, the mayor and like the city officials in Houston, they're trying to say that this is not a serial killer. So right from the jump, they're trying to say that this is not a serial killer. But to me, this is a serial killer, no milk. You know what I'm saying? So this is a serial killer, no milk. Now, we don't want to joke about that. I'm making a little joke, but this is serious, not for play. So this is definitely a serial killer to me.
A woman's body was found overnight in the bayou, and police say she was discovered just off Commerce and Milam, not far from the University of Houston downtown. This latest discovery comes after a week of rumors and speculation spreading online, with some people claiming there's a serial killer targeting victims near the water. But city officials shut down those claims. KHOU's 11 Jalissa Garza has more.
This is the kind of discovery that's fueling speculation and concern online. Now, we're right here near Buffalo Bayou. This location is right near the University of Houston downtown, where a woman's body was found. Here's what we know right now. Houston police say around 11:30 last night, they got a call about a body in the water near Commerce and Milam. Police tell us people riding scooters spotted what looked like a body in the bayou. And when officers arrived, they called in the dive team, who were able to recover a woman's body. There was a heavy police presence at the scene, with several units responding, including homicide investigators. The woman's identity has not been released, and it's still unclear how she ended up in the water. Investigators did note there are several encampments in this area, and that this is still under investigation. But this makes the sixth body found in or near Houston bayous in the past 2 weeks.
Damn.
So we pressed police this morning. Is there a connection? Here's what they told us.
No, I mean, at this time, there's no indication. There's nothing that would give us that indication.
We do not have any evidence.
Earlier this week at a press conference, officials said the body...
Let me ask you a question, right? Let's just use common sense, right? I'm gonna rewind. So that cop just said we don't have any indication, right? And then let's rewind and look at the map. Where is that map at? Let's go back and look at the map. There's a whole map. Let me just let this run from the top a little bit. There's a whole map of bodies by the damn bayou.
11:30 last night, they got a call about a body in the water near Commerce and Milam. Police tell us people riding scooters spotted what looked like a body in the bayou. And when officers arrived, they called in the dive team, who were able to recover a woman's body. There was a heavy police presence at the scene, with several units responding, including homicide investigators. The woman's identity has not been released, and it's still unclear how she ended up in the water. Investigators did note there are several encampments in this area, and that this is still under investigation. investigation. But this makes the 6th body found in or near Houston bayous in the past 2 weeks. So we pressed police this morning. Is there a connection? Here's what they told us.
No, I mean, at this time,
Yo, they
But this
capping.
makes the
Look.
6th body.
So look now from the so the recent news reports that I'm seeing right now, they're saying like 10 bodies. So look at this map. All by the water, bodies by the water. Now, yo, what? I don't want to get into the mind of a killer here, but like, what's up with the water? You know what I mean? What's up with the killers by the water? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. Now, they're counting 6, right? I just seen another news report. They're saying like 10. So why are they? We understand it's an active investigation, but my man, it's definitely Camp Crystal Laking out here. You know what I'm saying?
Found in or near Houston bayous in the past 2 weeks. So we pressed police this morning. Is there a connection? Here's what they told us.
Look, she said, we press police. Move his chair back. So she said, we press police. It's a hell of a word. They not bullshitting down there. She lying. Look at her face. She looking away, looking down, lying your ass off.
Past 2 weeks. So we pressed police this morning. Is there a connection? Here's what they told us.
no, I mean, at this time, there's no indication.
You don't
There's nothing
know
that
that.
would give us that indication.
We do not have any evidence.
Earlier this week at a press conference, officials said the bodies found in the last week are just an unfortunate circumstance, noting
Yeah, right.
Houston has 2,500 miles of bayous and waterways. And both Mayor Whitmire and HPD Chief Diaz reiterated that there is no evidence to suggest that any of
He lying his Lex Luthor bald head off. Lex, baby. You're lying, baby.
these deaths are connected. Again, police say these cases are not connected right now, but that's not stopping Houstonians from feeling concerned or
Houstonian.
uneasy about this. Reporting in downtown Houston, Jalissa Garza, KHOU 11 News.
Oh my God, Houstonian.
This afternoon, we continue.
Let me watch another video. Let me see something. Yo, leave a comment. What do y'all think? Do you think it's a killer by the lake, by the bayou? It's got to be. It's got to be. Let me see if we can get another perspective. Hold on one second. Let's get another perspective. So you're not going to tell me that there's not a killer down there? 10 bodies? Come on now. So let's look at this one. So 6 in 10 days.
After another body is found in a Houston waterway.
Police say a woman's body was found in Buffalo Bayou near Commerce and Milam Streets downtown last night. This is the 6th body recovered in less than 2 weeks from bayous across town. 5 of the deceased have now been identified.
Orko Mano, live downtown in Orko. Our viewers have been very vocal about what they want to see in response to this. Tell us.
Yeah, Len, our comment sections on social media are filled with people saying more surveillance cameras are needed along the bayou. City leaders tell me that's just not feasible, but criminal justice experts say cameras might be the best way to prove what city officials and police have been saying all along, that no serial killer is on the loose. Another body found in Houston's bayous. Police say a woman was spotted in the water near Commerce and Milam Streets around 11:30 last night.
Officers were alerted to this by people that are riding by on scooters, and when they noticed something that appeared to be a body.
This is the 6th body recovered in bayous in less than 2 weeks, leading many to believe it's the work of a serial killer. City leaders saying earlier this week that's not the case.
Yo, whether it's a serial killer or not, it's still 6 bodies by the bayou. Like that's that's the thing I'm trying to understand, whether it's one person or 6 different people killing 6 different people, which is probably even worse.
No evidence that there's a serial killer loose on the streets of Houston.
But the public wants answers. KHOU 11 viewers Hannah, Lucy, and Chris all commenting on our posts online, asking for more surveillance cameras by the water. I brought that to City Council member Carolyn Evans Shabazz. A lot of people have come to us asking for more surveillance by the water. Is that something that City Council is looking into?
I have heard that suggestion, but I don't know how we could implement that. To say that we can install
Drone?
cameras, we would have no idea where to put them because we don't know where the bodies went into the bayou.
To be honest, serial killers are very rare.
Even so, criminal justice
You
expert
okay?
Krista Gehring
You okay? Come to Philadelphia, babes. You okay? Yo, why are they making these blanket statements? Serial killers are very rare. You okay?
We would have no idea where to put them because we don't know where the bodies went into the bayou.
To be honest, serial killers are very rare.
Even so, criminal justice expert Krista Gehring tells me more cameras might be what's needed to put those rumors to rest.
How important is it to try to show that to people who are convinced there is a serial killer?
Like, yo, 6 people died, and she's just like, serial killers are very rare.
I think it's very important because obviously when you have these bodies showing up seemingly all at once, there's obvious concern. The camera might actually capture where an individual falls into the bayou or has an accident.
Yo, this lady's mole is killing me. I'm not gonna even lie to you. This lady's mole is making my video buffer. Yo, leave a comment. Do you think this lady's mole is making my video buffer?
Or is intoxicated or whatever, because that's likely what is happening.
Now, I also reached out to the Houston Parks Board, which manages many trails around the bayous, and asked if they planned on installing more safety measures, including cameras. They sent me a statement only saying in part, quote, "As with any public space, residents should remain aware of their surroundings, stay cautious and vigilant, and if you see anything, call 911. They add that they rely on the city and county's law enforcement departments for public safety. I also reached out to Houston Police this afternoon for more updates on any safety measures here, but they only referred me to a press conference they had earlier this week.
Yo, you know what's crazy about when serial killers, or not even necessarily serial killers, when something happens like this, they need more bodies to do something. Like it's a number that they need before they actually will apply action and do something. But yo, it's definitely something in the water. So yo, it's definitely something going on in Houston. 6 to 10 bodies in 10 days, all by the water. This guy Jason that's Voorhees 101. You know what I mean? Definitely got Jason written all over it. What do y'all think? Is it like a hybrid alligator snatching people out of the water? What is it? Is it like a homeless person serial killer? What's going on down there? I wouldn't go near the water, I can tell you that. I don't want no parts of that Houston water down by the bayou. But listen, this is something else that happened in Houston. Now, you're looking for one thing, you find another thing. Man dies in courtroom before guilty plea. So let's see what happened there. So man dies in courtroom before guilty plea.
When he was about to take a
A Harris County courtroom turned into a crime scene. A murder suspect died after authorities say that he ingested some type of drugs when he was about to take a plea deal for killing his wife.
Damn.
Fox 26's Jillian Hartman has been following this story. She's live for us outside of the courtroom with the latest details.
Damn. Hold up. This is Ronette.
A crime scene. A murder suspect died after authorities say that he ingested some type of drugs when he was about to take a plea deal for killing his wife.
Damn.
Fox 26's Jillian Hartman has been following this story. She's live for us outside of the courtroom with the latest details. Jillian.
Yes, we learned a man accused of murdering his wife died during a court appearance today, and this all unfolded inside this courtroom here behind me. The man allegedly took drugs right before he was supposed to accept a plea deal for a prison sentence. Now, take a look at this. Earlier today, we saw HPD and sheriff deputies going in and out of District Court 208. The DA's office says this morning James Anderson was in court to enter a plea deal in his wife's murder case, but before he could, he collapsed and later died at the hospital. Anderson was charged in HPD and sheriff deputies going.
He got his karma right away.
Before he was supposed to accept a plea deal for a prison sentence. Now take a look at this. Earlier today, going in and out plea deal for a prison courtroom here behind.
Let me rewind this.
A court appearance today, and this all unfolded inside this courtroom here behind me. The man allegedly took drugs right before he was supposed to accept a plea deal for a prison sentence. Now take a look at this. Earlier today, we saw HPD and sheriff deputies going in and out of District Court 208. The DA's office says this morning James.
Yo, put this dude on the screen. So you go to planet Mars and you come back. Hold up, put this on the screen. Listen. So listen, if you go to planet Mars, if you an alien from Mars or some other place, right? And you come to Earth and say, what does a sucker look like? It's my man right there. So he took himself out, right? Which maybe should he have? Maybe he should have. He killed his wife, but he got his karma like right away, bro. What are you doing? But this dude is a sucker, man. You killed your wife, which you like, you pretty much going to hell after that. And then you sent yourself straight to hell, like with no chance to return, no chance to repent. So if you want to know what a sucker looks like, look on the screen. So if you're an alien from the planet Mars and you come to Earth and say, what does a sucker look like? It's my man on the screen right there. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Anderson was in court to enter a plea deal in his wife's murder case, but before he could, he collapsed and later died at the hospital. Anderson was charged in 2023 with murdering his wife, Victoria Anderson, in Kingwood. He's a former middle school teacher at Cleveland ISD. He was arrested after a standoff with Houston police and had been out on a $300,000 bond. And today, Anderson was expected to plead guilty in exchange for a 35-year prison sentence. Shortly after arriving to court, the DA's office said he experienced a medical emergency. Now, the constable for Precinct 1 said a defendant ingested drugs while waiting sentencing, and officials say a bailiff administered naloxone, a medication used to reverse opioid overdoses, before EMS arrived.
Well, Jillian, I know a lot of people have been wondering, how did the drugs get into the courthouse?
Rashi, that's the big question right now. We are working to find out how the drugs got inside the courthouse in the first place and what kind of drugs he allegedly ingested.
All right. Well, obviously, this has taken a twist in this case. So what's next?
So right now, investigators tell us they are working to determine his cause of death. I'm told that an autopsy will be performed, and the district attorney's office tells us that this is still an active investigation.
All right, Jillian, thank you for that live report.
His cause of death is being a sucker. Now, I don't want to talk about the dead, but damn, dog, like, you took yourself out. You know what I mean? Took yourself out. He went in and out like a sucker. You went in the court like a sucker and came out like a sucker. Took yourself right out. Listen, he got credit karma right away. And I ain't talking about your score. You know what I mean? He definitely, like, listen, he went out of here right away. Now, what's going on here? You're going to see what I'm talking about in 2 seconds. So, mother shoots her 13-year-old son in North Houston. This is in Houston again. So, all of this has been in Houston. So, I'm in my Houston rabbit hole right now. So, I'm in a Houston rabbit hole. What is going on in Houston? Now, Houston is a large destination for a lot of people that live up north. A lot of black people want to move to Houston. But it look, I'm in Philly. It looked almost similar to me.
Juan, last name Flores. I'm a captain with the Harris County Constable's Precinct 4's office. Today, at about 5:22 p.m., deputies were dispatched to a disturbance. The disturbance did involve family members, as units were en route here to the address at the 1000 block of Ranch Oak Drive. A secondary call came in about a discharge of a firearm and somebody possibly being struck. We came out here, conducted our investigation. We have at this point concluded that 2 family members were involved in a disturbance. It is going to be a mother and a 13-year-old son. During the altercation, the mom did produce a weapon and she did fire a round, striking her son.
Damn.
The investigation thus far, we did contact the Harris County District Attorney's Office, and they are going to be accepting aggravated family assault charges on the mother and a family member for shooting her son, who currently is in the local hospital. At this point, he is stable, but he does have a gunshot wound in his body.
Any idea what they were arguing about?
It's going to be family matters here within the home that's been brewing.
Was the son armed with anything?
At this point, no.
Where was he hit?
Yo, why they try? Yo,
I'm not going to disclose exactly where, but
why they trying to add on to the narrative? Was the son armed with anything? No, he wasn't armed with anything.
I'm not going to disclose exactly where, but he was struck. He was definitely struck.
Were they the only ones in the home, the mother and the son?
There's other family members in the home.
What were they doing?
They were inside.
Trying to dodge bullets.
Not part of the disturbance.
No one else was injured but the 13-year-old?
Correct. Yes, sir.
What kind of firearm was it?
It's going to be a handgun.
Have there been other calls to this house in the past?
There has been other calls here previously.
What were those calls like?
It's a mixture of different calls here at the house.
It sounds like you don't want to be too specific about what they were fighting about. But
correct.
Generally, can you give us something?
It's just going to be mom and a 13-year-old son that were pretty much. It led to a fight. It led to a verbal disturbance, and ultimately it led her to firing her handgun and striking the child.
You said a moment ago that it was
Damn.
brewing like there had been.
Correct.
Is she a fit mother? So this is a fit mother.
Over a period of time.
There's been previous incidents here at this house.
Involving the mother and son, maybe?
Involving them, yes.
What will happen now?
So once the DA's office takes the charge, we'll be booking her into the Harris County Jail. And ultimately, it's going to be the district attorney and the judges that are going to take over the case and follow through with it.
Is that the suspect?
Damn.
Correct. She is detained here in the car. Any other questions?
I mean, is there, these are troubling things, when this happens. Any kind of advice or what should people do if you're in you're in a house with your family members and somebody gets mad or acts a fool? I mean, what's the best?
It's just our suggestion is separate. Separate. Call law enforcement. Let us come out, deal with it. We'll track everybody down. We'll deal with everybody. Don't take it into your own hands because it can lead to something like this.
And the mother seem intoxicated or impaired or anything, or saying
does not. No.
Yo, play this back, right? I'm done. Play this back, right? Why are they trying to? They're trying to come up with a scenario to save the mother. Why are they trying to do that? They said, was the mother intoxicated? They said, was the mother intoxicated? Did the son have a weapon? They try to come up with every single scenario to save this lady, yo, which is wild. That's wild. No, you busted. You bust. Mother busts a gun, busts a cap in her 13-year-old son's ass. Like you not. It's no. You can't get off from that. Like what? He didn't. If he didn't, especially he didn't have a weapon. He ain't had no knife or nothing like that. Now, he probably said something crazy, but yo, you can't shoot your kid. You know you going to jail after that. She said, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. But unfortunately, mom, your ass is going to jail. Unfortunately, mother, your ass is about to pick up the soap. But that's crazy. You could faintly hear them in the background, but they're really trying to make up an excuse for that mother to get off of shooting her son, 13-year-old son. Now, let's move on down the road to move on up the road. Now, this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Massage therapist charged after hidden camera found in Charlotte spa. Yo, what is now? This is the Jeepers Creepers series. So this is definitely Jeepers Creepers right here. Let's find out what's going on. Jeepers Creepers, get a load of those.
Blakely, police say Crawford admitted to the recording after his arrest. As Queen
Charlotte Creeper. There we go.
facing charges tonight after investigators say he used a hidden cell phone to record a client without her knowledge. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Brian Blakely. Police say Crawford admitted to the recording after his arrest. As Queen City News reporter Caroline Boyer tells us, North Carolina regulators placed Crawford on probation just last month.
Jared Crawford is charged with felony secret peeping after accusations of recording a woman while she was undressed here at Silent Moment Spa on Park Road. Clients who learned about this Tuesday afternoon were disturbed, with one woman even telling me she was hesitant to go in and get her massage. Court documents show this situation happened on September 22nd. The client told Charlotte Mecklenburg police officers she had finished her massage at Silent Moment Spa and was getting dressed when she noticed a flashing light. She reportedly saw the cell phone recording her next to a black backpack. Records go on to say the woman grabbed the phone, airdropped the two videos to her cell phone, left the business, and called police. Investigators say this man, 40-year-old Jared Crawford, confessed to setting up the phone to record the victim undressed, saying it was a bad decision and was wrong. On Tuesday, none of the spa's clients wanted to talk on camera, but the situation did make some of them uneasy. I asked the staff if Crawford is still employed there and if they had any statement in response to the alleged crime. They asked me to leave the business and called police. What we do know about Crawford is he told officers he's been employed at the spa since March of 2024. He's worked at several other spas in and around Charlotte. On August 21st of this year, the State Board of Massage and Bodywork Therapy placed Crawford on a year-long probation for two different incidents. One was in February. A client of Massage NB in Gastonia complained to the board, claiming Crawford engaged in inappropriate contact during a massage session. The other was in May, when the board got another complaint from a client of Crawford's mobile massage business, saying he failed to deliver treatment that ensured the client's safety, comfort, and privacy. I did contact the alleged victim of this crime. She declined to comment. In South Charlotte, Caroline Boyer, Queen City News.
Queens. Yo, yeah, my man is definitely Jeepers Creepers Volume 1. You know what I mean? Now, why would you... Like, I don't get it, yo. Dudes like, put it like this, dudes like this, I think they purposely position themselves around businesses so they can do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like child predators position themselves around kids so they can do stuff with that situation. You know what I mean? But dude is done. Jeepers Creepers Volume 1. That's pretty much it. Ain't really nothing too much to discuss about that one. Super Jeeper Creeper. You know what I mean? Super duper Jeepers Creeper. So let's move on. Damn, what happened here? Let's see what happened here. So ex-husband charged in killing woman. Now this is in Baltimore. So let's find out what's going on. Yo, a lot of y'all dudes, y'all gotta move on, man. I see a lot of these cases popping up. Y'all gotta move on mentally, bro.
Say 69-year-old Patricia Watson Geiger was found shot and killed in her own home. It is a crime that rocked the quiet area of Lutherville. And while her ex, Carl Daniel Geiger, was the first one who called police about it. WJZ Live at 11 o'clock tonight. Tara Lynch on your corner in Lutherville. And Tara, you were in that neighborhood last week and saw the suspect who was visibly upset at the time.
Rick, actually, Carl Daniel Geiger came out of his home right to the sidewalk here and began yelling at some members of the press to leave the area, threatening to call police. I also saw Geiger walk out of the home with a bloody mattress and then put it in a pickup truck.
Damn.
And it was driven away. Now Baltimore County police say he's the prime suspect in the murder of Patricia Watson Geiger.
Damn.
It feels
Hold up,
surreal because we do live in such a safe neighborhood.
Nobody oh God,
Actually, Carl
everybody.
Daniel Geiger.
Hold up. Here we look. Here we go. Here we go. We live in such a safe neighborhood. We didn't know that 4 heads were going to be rolling down the street. It's unbelievable.
You were in that neighborhood last week and saw the suspect who was visibly upset at the time.
Rick, actually, Carl Daniel Geiger came out of his home right to the sidewalk here and began yelling at some members of the press to leave the area, threatening to call police. I also saw Geiger walk out of the home with a bloody mattress and then put it in a pickup truck, and it was driven away. Now Baltimore County police say he's the prime suspect in the murder of Patricia Watson Geiger.
You think?
It feels surreal because we do live in such a safe neighborhood.
Nobody would expect that out of anybody.
A quiet Lutherville neighborhood still in shock after learning 65-year-old Carl Daniel Geiger was arrested and charged with murder, accused of killing his 69-year-old ex-wife, Patricia Watson Geiger. The two were divorced but lived in the same home. Baltimore County police say detectives believe the suspect shot and killed her and staged a burglary. Last week, police say Geiger called 911 to report a home invasion, saying when he returned home from work, his ex-wife was dead and his home ransacked.
He's saying that the drawers in the whole house are all over the place. His wife's purse is all over the place. No forced entry observed. She's not moving at all.
But now police say that was a cover. Investigators believe the shooting happened around 8 in the morning on September 15th. Investigators used cell phone records to trace his location to the home at that time.
It's scary, but tragic situation, and I think those can happen anywhere.
It's actually kind of a relief that somebody was actually charged with it. Like I said before, it wasn't a random event.
According to charging documents obtained by WJZ, a neighbor reported hearing 1 or 2 gunshots that morning. Another neighbor's security video captured the sounds of the shots being fired, police say.
It's not uncommon to hear gunshots here because we're so close to the gun range.
Neighbors call this arrest out of character for Geiger, as they remember the legacy of Patricia.
When we walk by there with our kid, both of them would be out. Their dog would always be on the front lawn.
Yo, this dude is white. Listen, there's no picture on the screen. The dude killed his wife and they still talking good about him. This dude is white as snow. Gotta be.
Super nice, always said hi.
And Pat was always just so kind and generous.
I actually went to high school with Danny. He was a very nice guy. To hear that something like this happened is shocking.
Carl Daniel Geiger currently being held at the Baltimore County Detention Center without bail. He's scheduled to appear in court tomorrow. For now, reporting on your corner in Lutherville, Tara Lynch, WJZ.
Yo, notice how they don't show my man's picture. That's how you know you know what's going on when they don't show that picture, man. It is what it is. I hate to even say something like that, but I notice it too much. Doing stuff like this, like my show, you know, it's something you notice. It's like obvious. It's like blatant obvious. We lived in a little town by the river where nothing happened. But unfortunately, you got Michael Myers, Jason, and everybody else living next door. Oh my God. Speaking of diabolical. Woo! Look at this case right here. I knew I was forgetting something. Mother tries to kill kids. Woo! What happened here? Damn. I don't even want to click play yet. Let me let this one marinate. Y'all listen, y'all ready for this one? Mother tries to kill kids. Sheesh.
In to save them all. Fox 13's Evan Axel is live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse to explain how this all went down. Evan.
Well, she had an argument with her family over childcare and said that she couldn't take it anymore. Well, she made sure that everyone knew what she was about to do and that ultimately may have saved their lives.
Even when I was
Shanice Willingham had her mind made up.
It's never a break. I never had a support system, so who the hell am I going to leave them with?
This is an Instagram live stream that Hillsborough deputies are using as part of their investigation. It shows Shanice walking with her kids to a community pool just after 1 Thursday morning. On it, she says she loves her kids.
I'm right here at the pool. It's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful.
Just after that, court documents say she used a rope to tie herself to the children, who are aged 3, 2, and 8 months, and jumped into the deep end of the pool on Sacramento Street in Valrico. Family members who arrived by car jumped the fences and pulled the 4 people out, saving all of them. She was arrested by deputies and appeared on Thursday afternoon at a child custody hearing from her jail cell. Their father, Theo, will.
Yo, hold up. Oh, yo, this bitch crazy. I don't like to curse on my show. Yo, she's crazy, yo. Oh my God, y'all don't like calling nobody that word, yo, but that bitch crazy. God damn. Let me go back, yo. Damn, yo. I promise you I ain't watched this video yet. Damn. Hold up. I gotta digest this shit. You know what I'm saying? I need Pepto-Bismol to digest this one. You know what I'm saying?
Argument with her family over childcare and said that she couldn't take it anymore. Well, she made sure that everyone knew what she was about to do and that ultimately may have saved their lives.
Even when I was
Shanice Willingham had her mind made up.
It's never a break. I never had a support system, so who the hell am I going to leave them with?
This is an Instagram live stream that Hillsborough deputies are using as part of their investigation. It shows Shanice walking with her kids to a community pool just after 1 Thursday morning. On it, she says she loves her kids.
I'm right here at the pool. It's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful.
Just after that, court documents say she used a rope to tie herself to the children, who are aged 3, 2, and 8 months, and jumped into the deep end of the pool on Sacramento Street in Valrico. Family members who arrived by car jumped the fences and pulled the 4 people out, saving all of them. She was arrested by deputies and appeared on Thursday afternoon at a child custody hearing from her jail cell.
Lock
Their
that bitch
father,
up.
Theo Williams, tried to get custody, saying he was not involved in what happened. But attorneys for the children argued he had known about her mental health issues and never tried to stop them from being around her.
They just said that I had knowledge of her mental health.
Yeah. So you're asking.
I told them that I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know that.
At a second hearing today, a judge agreed to hold her in custody until a formal hearing is held on whether she can be safely let out.
She'll be held at no bond until we can have that hearing.
She has previous mugshots for other family-related incidents. But in this case, HCSO detectives say she had an argument with family members over childcare.
There was a reach out for help of the live stream, and we can be so grateful for the people that took that seriously and listened, and then were able to jump in when support and help was needed of literally life-saving measures.
Literally life-saving.
The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay does want to take this opportunity to remind anybody in a crisis that there are multiple local hotlines that can be called for anyone in need of desperate help. There is a pretrial detention hearing scheduled for Monday morning at 9 a.m. to determine if she's going to remain behind bars as this court process begins to ramp up. She's going to have to face charges of attempted first-degree murder. They could land her. They could see her spend the rest of her life behind bars if she's found guilty. Mark.
Oh yeah, yo, she's guilty.
On it, she says she loves her kids.
I'm right here.
Listen to her, bro.
It's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful.
Just after that, court doc.
Yo, she crazy. She throw carpet, bro. Yo, this chick is throw the fuck off. She throw carpet. That's my new word for when somebody crazy. I'll be like, yo, you throw carpet. You know what I mean? Yo. That chick is throw carpet, bro. Hold up, man. Listen to her. Yo, she is throw carpet. Listen to her.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Just after that, court documents say she used a rope. On it, she says she loves her kids.
I'm right here. It's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful.
Just after that,
and then after that, she jumped in. She tied everybody together and tried to drown everybody. Yo, lock her ass up forever. Yo, put her ass on the screen, yo. Yo, that shit's crazy. I can't even process this one. Yo, every show I had one, that's the one. This is the one right here. Listen, this is the one what is it? Jet Li. What's the Jet Li movie? The one. Put her on the screen, yo. Yo, this chick right here on the screen, my man. Yo, this is the chick right here on the screen, my man. That this chick is so thrown off. I got a new word for it. You know what I'm saying? I say this anyway. You know what I mean? Not just on my show, but that shit just throw carpet. You know what I'm saying? She throw carpet. She throwed off, bro. She had her kids looking at the pool saying, "Isn't it beautiful? Look, it's so beautiful." And then tied everybody up and tried to jump in the water and kill everybody. Lock her ass up, yo. Damn, yo. Every show I had one, that's the one. And like I said, what's the Jet Li movie? The one. This is the one right here. She is throw carpet, bro. Seriously. So yeah, I hope she don't ever get out of jail. You just try to kill all your kids in one jump. Damn, yo. And then the father, yo, how do y'all hold up before I move on, right? All right. The father, right? I'm gonna play the video with the father. Let's play the video with the father real quick. what the father said. Let's play this real quick. Let's try and see what the father's saying.
Custody hearing from her jail cell. Their father, Theo Williams, tried to get custody, saying he was not involved in what happened. But attorneys for the children argued he had known about her mental health issues and never tried to stop them from being around her.
They just said that I had knowledge of her mental health.
Yeah, so you're asking.
I told them that I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
At a second hearing today, a judge agreed to hold her in custody until a formal hearing is held on whether she can be safely let out.
She'll be held at no bond until we can have that hearing.
She has previous mugshots for other family-related incidents, but in this...
Yo, so let me ask you a question, right? All you know, so I, including myself, right? Every dude, right? Well, not every dude, but a lot of dudes, right? When you in a relationship, right? And then you find out your girl in a relationship. Now, this is for the fellas, right? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking anybody a question, really, right? Is this fair to crucify the father, right? Now, we don't know if he was in their life or not. We can't speculate to that. We don't know, right? When you know your chick is crazy and then you break up with her, all you know is this: you breaking up from some crazy chick. You didn't want to find out how crazy that the chick really is. That's why you broke up with her in the first place. So how could they crucify him saying he knew? So if something happens in a relationship, right? When your chick is crazy, right? You like, no, I'm breaking up with this chick, right? The reason you're breaking up with her in the first place is you don't want to see how crazy she really is. So obviously she got to a certain level where she wanted to tie the kids up and everybody, including herself, jump in the swimming pool and die, right? So I'm pretty sure he didn't know the extent to how crazy this chick was. You know what I'm saying? All he knew is he had to get the hell up out of there. So why would they crucify him now for trying to get his kid? That right there is wrong to me. I don't understand that one. Now, we don't know what actually happened in the full relationship with them. Like, we don't know if he was a deadbeat father. We don't really know nothing. But if this chick is crazy, all I could do is get away from her, right? So when she do something like this, how can you blame me? Like, chick is Looney Tunes. So she was obviously like a Looney Tune cartoon character, you know what I mean? You can play the video back and see this chick is Looney Tune. So that's a very good question. Like, is that fair that you can't get your kid back after you know this chick is crazy? Now, you could look at this chick and tell this chick is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Is held on whether she can be safely let out.
She'll be held at no bond until we can have that hearing.
She has members who arrived by car, jumped the fences and pulled the 4 people out, saving all of them. She was arrested by deputies and appeared on Thursday afternoon at a child custody hearing from her jail cell. Their father, Theo Williams, tried to get custody, saying he was not involved in what happened. But attorneys for the children argued he had known about her mental health issues and never tried to stop them from being around her.
They just said that I had knowledge of her mental health.
Yo, how is he? Listen, how in the hell was he supposed to do that when the court system is going to be on her side? Like, how is he supposed to do that, yo? And you got to prove. You can't just be like, yo, she crazy. Like, if he would have went to a judge and be like, yo, she crazy, I need my kids back. Do you man, this case is crazy. This is wild, yo. Let me put my man on the screen. So this is the father right here. So if this father went to a judge and said, listen, Your Honor, you know what I'm saying? She crazy. I need my kids back. You think the judge is going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, she is crazy. We're going to give you full custody and she'll never see the kids again. You know that that's not going to happen. So this is a bullshit case right here. That's bullshit that you can't get the kids, right? Because like I said, if she crazy, all you can do is get away from her. So that one is kind of weird right there, yo. That's you can't win left or right. You know what I mean?
Williams tried to get custody, saying he was not involved in what happened. But attorneys for the children argued he had known about her mental health issues and never tried to stop them from being around her.
They just said that I had knowledge of her mental health.
Yeah, so you're asking.
I told them that I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
At a second hearing today, a judge agreed to hold her in custody until a formal hearing is held on whether she can be safely let out.
She'll be held at no bond until we can have that hearing.
She has previous mugshots for other family-related incidents. But in this case, HCSO detectives say she had an argument with family members over childcare.
There was a reach out for help of the live stream, and we can be so grateful for the people that took that seriously and listened and then were able to jump in when support and help was needed of literally life-saving measures.
The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay does want to take this opportunity to remind anybody in a crisis that there are multiple local hotlines that can be called for anyone in need of desperate help. There is a
you don't want to have no baby mom in Tampa, yo. That's crazy. Like you could really go to the courts and be like, yeah, she's crazy. I need custody, and they gonna believe you. That's a hard case right there. I'm really thinking about that. That's hard money right there. But glad the kids are okay. And then definitely, I got another kid. I want to end this off. I got a kid that's okay. So 8-year-old girl recalls escaping neighbor. So a couple days ago, this is in Philadelphia. This guy tried to lure this young 8-year-old girl in the house. And she busts out the back door and escaped. Now they're interviewing her again. She's cool. So I want to, I'm going to end this off with on a positive note. Like she's cool and his ass is in jail. They gonna damn near kill him in jail, if not kill him. I'm going to tell you that.
10 exclusive. Today we are hearing from the 8-year-old girl who says she was lured into a stranger's home while out playing with friends yesterday in North Philadelphia. That luring led to a barricade situation, which ended with the man giving himself up to police and left a neighborhood on edge. NBC 10's Aaron Baskerville spoke with the girl and her mother today and joins us live from North Philadelphia with more on this. Aaron.
Jackie, an unbelievable story. First of all, this little girl is amazing. She's in good spirits. Actually, let's take a look. She's right over here. Wave to the camera, Phage. That's her. Thankfully, she's doing okay. Right now, we are behind some of the homes here near 20th and Nedro, kind of set the scene. This is where it all happened yesterday afternoon. Kids were playing out here in some of the yards over here, just a whole bunch of kids having a good time, just enjoying themselves. And then things took a turn. That's when police say a man just a few doors down tried to lure Phage into the house. Was he pulling you into the house?
Yes, like this.
And what were you saying?
I was like, help, help. But nobody didn't hear me.
And once you were inside, besides this, you were okay though, right?
Yes, he locked the door and I unlocked, and he told me to go upstairs and I didn't want to.
And you didn't?
Yeah, no.
Phage Merricks is brave and wanted to share her story this afternoon. It had been less than 24 hours after investigators say a man lured the 8-year-old into his house when we caught up with the 3rd grader walking home with mom.
When you went inside the house, was he saying anything to you when you went inside that first time?
He was grabbing me and stuff. That's why I got the scratch and that's why I got this. You scratched me and you made me hit something.
According to police, the girl's neighbor, who lives a few doors down, lured Phage into a home near 20th and Nedro in North Philadelphia. Her mother, Nigel Bullock, tells NBC 10 the man asked her daughter to come inside the house and wake up his young son. Once there, she says he locked the doors.
Do you think he was really trying to do something bad with your daughter?
Yes, I do. I wholeheartedly do.
Your mom told me you were really, really brave and got out of the house.
Yes.
Talk to me. How did you get out of the house?
I unlocked the door. I unlocked it without outside grab it. It was locked. I unlocked it and then I just got out and then he just shut the door.
She got out, but Bullock claims the man still tried luring the little girl back inside the home a second time shortly after. That's when Bullock says she went to his house to confront him, pepper spraying him and calling 911. Investigators say the man would then fire shots and barricade himself inside. NBC 10 was there when officers
They
called.
should have just
I'm
killed that
so
nigga,
glad
yo.
that you're okay.
Me too. Everybody was at school saying, I'm happy you're okay. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah, such a brave little girl. Once again, she is doing okay tonight. She was not injured while inside the house. Also, police saying that nobody else was injured when all of those shots were fired yesterday afternoon. As for that suspect, we're still waiting to hear about any charges. We do know that there was another child inside the house, a little boy. All we're being told right now simply is that that child is with family. Police do believe alcohol or drugs did play a factor in this case. For now, we're live in North Philadelphia. Aaron Baskerville, NBC 10 News.
Yo, allegedly, when this dude go to jail, he's a dead man walking. Allegedly. Like I said, allegedly, he's a dead man walking when he goes to jail. I'm going to tell you that. Like, the cops, I'm going to be honest with you, yo. The cops should just be, when you get somebody like that, when they capture him, they should just kill them. No trial. Kill on the spot. Oops, the gun went off. Seriously. Because they do that, the cops, there's so many police brutality cases. Why ain't never no police, why nothing never happened to the people that do that? You know what I mean? Oops, the gun went off. You know what I'm saying? Like, why nothing never happened when stuff like this happens? A guy tries to lure an 8-year-old girl in the house, right? And then try to trap her in there and all this and that. When the cops arrive, why that person never get killed? You know what I'm saying? That gun should slip a couple times on these cases. Don't you agree? Leave a comment. You allegedly, do you think the gun should slip on cases like this? Oops, I got chicken grease on my trigger finger. You know what I'm saying? Case closed. And then when you get to court, the judge is going to be like, what was this guy being detained for? He had a girl trapped in the house. Oh, case closed. What's for lunch? You know what I mean? That should be when it's like a child kidnapper or something like that, it should be really that simple. You know what I'm saying? Oops, my trigger finger slipped. Oh, pick him up. He's dead. Seriously, yo. Allegedly. Now, yo, make sure you like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Post. I'm back. I was a little sick the other day, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't gonna do a whole show, but I'll just tell you real quick. I can no longer eat like burgers and any meat products. Pause. I can't eat none of that no more. Yo, I can't eat cheesesteaks no more. I can't eat chicken. I maybe can eat like baked fish, but I got sick. My body won't digest. It won't digest any chicken or beef or anything. You know what I'm saying? My body won't digest it anymore. So I'm pretty much I'm not going to say vegan, right? I got a couple of friends that are vegan. I'm not a vegan because vegan is no animal products at all. You can't rock a leather coat. You can't do nothing, right? So I'm gonna say like vegetarian. You know what I mean? So take care of your health. I'm not going to push vegetarianism, because if my body could handle stuff like that, I probably would still do, I would eat baked chicken and stuff like that, but I can't even have like baked chicken, it won't break down right. You know what I mean? It just sit in my, it won't break down. So long story short, I was in the hospital. I had to get antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a whole rabbit hole. I couldn't hardly stand up. So you know how you sitting down, you stand up. I couldn't even sit down and stand up. I needed help getting up. That's how messed up my stomach was. I thought it was my appendix, but it wasn't. But that's how serious your diet could be. You know what I mean? Now I feel better. Now, I couldn't even laugh. The reason why I couldn't do my show for about a week is I couldn't even laugh. Like, if it hurt to laugh, like my stomach hurt when I laughed. That's how much it was jacking me up. But I'm glad I didn't have to get an appendix taken out or nothing like that. God was on my side. All I got to do is I switched to a vegetarian diet. I made a couple things. What did I make today? The veggie burgers. I found a really good veggie burger recipe. Fruits, vegetables, a little bit of smoothies, couple protein shakes, stuff like that. You got to mix it in. But I needed to lose some weight anyway. Now I'm forced to. No cheesesteaks for me, my man. You know what I mean? Now listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I need the subscribers. I'm trying to build this up. I actually want to talk to y'all. It seems like y'all want to watch, but y'all want to talk. You know what I mean? I do want to talk to people about some of these topics, especially like the topic that I just showed on the screen. How do you secure things so your kid is safe? Y'all, I want to hear stuff like that to give the audience tips on how to secure things so your kid is safe. Keep an eye on your kids. You cannot, and then another thing, your kid cannot be out past 12 o'clock. Listen, you ride around Philly late at night, you see kids that should be like elementary school kids out past 12. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be a thing. Now, in this case right here, this was a neighbor. Like, this is somebody that lived near this young lady that was doing stuff. So you got to keep an eye on your neighbors, keep an eye on everything. There's some sickos out here. To me, the dude shouldn't have even made it to the jail. But that's, maybe, society is not ready to take them out right away. You know what I mean? You leave it up to me, he wouldn't have made it to the jail. Oops. We was trying to lock you up. I was trying to lock him up, but my trigger finger slipped. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Yo, I'm out, yo.